We already caused one upset when we knocked Aberdeen out of the Scottish Cup. Fingers crossed we can cause another one and get to the semi-finals. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Sons of the Rock. I'm Nick from SonickFM, and this is episode 29. Now, today we have two games coming up as usual. First off, we're at home to St Mirren in the Scottish Cup quarter-final, and then we're at home to Inverness in the league. Since yesterday, only one game been played, and that was at home to Dumbarton Athletic, and we beat them 5-0. So we saw in the Ross County game that we played in between our two games in the last episode, Michael Dangana grabbed a hat-trick. Well, Bonfilio, not to be upstaged, then decided to grab a hat-trick of his own against Dunfermline. Adam Frizzell and Darren Lyon also getting on the score sheet for us in that one. That's pretty much the only update. So we're going to get straight into our first game of the episode, which is, as I said, against St Mirren in the Scottish Cup quarter-final. Bear in mind, we beat Aberdeen in the last round. Fingers crossed we can do it again. And this is what we're going with. So we're going back to our 4-4-1-1 counter-attacking formation. The formation we played against Aberdeen. I'm going to give this a try again. And we're going with Zabra in goals. Nguyen, McGeever, Mackay and Gilhooly at the back. Baldwin and Bandera are the deep-lying midfielders. Vasilev and Frizzell playing out wide. Vikoji is the attacking midfielder, sitting behind Dangana up front. Just over 4 minutes into the game, we've got the first highlight. Vikoji with a ball forward, but he can't find Dangana, and it's St Mirren coming forward with it again now. Ball into the box from McGrath. The header's just over the bar. That was a phrase that I said quite a lot against Aberdeen. It was a header just over the bar. Fingers crossed we'll be saying that a lot again today. And the game seems to be following a similar pattern to the one against Aberdeen, in that we are 25 minutes in and we have not had a shot yet, whereas St Mirren have had a fair few. Ball into the box from Nguyen, looking for Dangana. He can't reach it and it's cleared, and it's St Mirren who are looking to try and break forward now. It looks like we've managed to get ourselves back into our defensive shape though. But hopefully we can get the ball off them here, or at least prevent a goal, as White's header just clips the crossbar on its way over. So again, very similar to the Aberdeen game. We'll take a look at all the stats at half time, which is just coming up. As we can see, we have had no shots, no corners, committed 6 fouls, and had only 27% of possession. Whereas St Mirren have had 16 shots, 5 of which have been on target, a 1.04 XG, 1 corner, 3 fouls and 73% of the possession. Very similar story to the Aberdeen game. What I'm thinking is, if we get to maybe 15, 20 minutes to go and we've still not conceded, is maybe then switching it up to a more attacking formation. When I'm going to make some changes, which is what I think I'm going to do now, because we have got a few tired players out here. So let's see if we can change things up a little bit and see what we can make happen. So pretty much our front three are shattered, as is Baldwin. Nguyen's picked up a bit of a knock. So first off, we'll get him off for Gavia. We'll bring McCausland on the right for Frizzell. And for my final trick, we're going to bring Bonfilio on in behind Dangana there. And I'm going to encourage the team as well. I was going to say maybe I shouldn't have changed the formation, but the goal has been disallowed for offside from St Mirren. It is just offside. And it was from a set piece, so even with our other formation, we might not have been able to stop that one. But St Mirren have a throw in now on the right hand side. Ball's played into the box. And again, they've hit the bar with the header, and McGeever is there to clear the ball out for another throw in. We've still not had a shot on target. Not even had a shot on goal. As St Mirren grab what is likely to be the winner. And again, it's came from a set piece. It's come in from a corner. Not entirely sure, even if we had kept the formation the same, what we could have done. It was nodded on at the near post to the back post, and Semple was there, easy enough to nod home. St Mirren are getting a lot of highlights here from set plays. I don't know how I feel about it. We've went pretty much the full game with barely a highlight, and now St Mirren getting a lot. And we finally got a shot on goal. Yeah, that was a really poor game from both sides, to be honest. But even more so from ourselves, where we only had one shot on goal, and that didn't come until the 90-something minute. So maybe that's my fault for not going out on the attack from the start. I mean, I'm not particularly happy with the performance. They didn't play well. Maybe I should have went with a more attacking formation right from the start. But it's done now. Can't do anything about it. Can't go back and change it. We did make it to the quarter-final. It's an achievement for a team of our stature. And when you're going about for a couple of days, we got about 14,000 for playing in the Scottish Cup final. And of course, we have players that could do with the rest. Right, so with that being done, we have now been knocked out of all 3 cups that we were playing in. We can just focus on the league for the final 7 games of the season. Looking at the league, after the 5-0 victory over Dunfermline Athletic, we're currently sitting in 8th place. We were up in 7th, but obviously Airdrie just played while we were on cup duty. So they've been able to overtake us after their victory over Inverness. We are 3 points clear of Arbroath in 10th, and 2 points clear of Ayr in 9th as well. So, not particularly comfortable as yet, but we're getting there. So we'll go now to the Inverness game and see how we got on. And we're back now with the team for the game against Inverness. We're going back to the 4-2-3-1, and we're starting with Zabra in goals. Nguyen, Christensen, Mackay and Wardrope at the back. Lyon and Davis in midfield. Henderson, Vukoji and McCausland are the attack in midfield, with Dangana leading the line. Kick-off time then, and Inverness currently sitting in 4th. So, tricky game for us, but we are at home, and as we've seen, at home we have done reasonably well against, teams that are in and around that position recently, namely Ross County and Dunfermline. Although, half an hour in, and no highlights. There's only been one shot on target in the game, and that's from ourselves. But Inverness here with a free kick, all played in. And I don't know if that hit the post or if Zabrit spilled it. What happened there? It seemed like an easy enough ball for Zabrit to hold. Ball comes in. No, Zabrit just palms the ball out. He doesn't hold on to it. And the Inverness player is there to follow up. Throw in now for ourselves. Davis with it on the right. Tries to get a ball in, but it's blocked. Comes back out to Mackay. Mackay this time gets a ball in, and Henderson's header just off target. Thought that was going to be the equaliser for us. Goal kick now for Inverness. Played long. Nguyen's there to win the header. Henderson manages to get on to the end of that. It's past his man. It drives into the edge of the box. Plays it across to McCausland. McCausland's there with the header. But the Inverness goalkeeper is able to do what Zabrit couldn't and hold on. Plays the ball out quickly, trying to catch us on the counter-attack here. There's a deep ball in, and Zabrit this time is able to hold on from the shot. I think the player was offside anyway. So a flurry of highlights there just towards the end of the half. Takes us in at half time. Pretty even game. We've had a bit more of the possession. Other than that, everything else is pretty even. So it's set up for us in the second half. I was starting with a cautious mentality. I think I'm going to change that to being a bit more positive, just to try and get us up the park a bit more. And it does seem to be working slightly in terms of stats, although it is another free kick here for Inverness. And they've managed to score from it again. That's 2 goals we've given up, effectively from free kicks. The first one was from the free kick directly. Well, not directly, was it? You know what I mean, the ball's played into the box. It's a cross from a free kick. This one, the ball was passed about on the edge of the box 2 or 3 times before the shot came in. And as good as Zabrak can be at times, it's times like this where he is really suspect. Right. Change time. Dangana is having a howler. He's coming off for Bonfilio. Henderson is not having a great game. So what I think I'm going to do is move Vikosi out there. I want to bring Vasilev on, but he really needs the rest. We'll bring Frizzell on. Play Frizzell in there. And for now that'll do. And I'm going to demand more. Goslin's picked up a knock, so we're having to bring Vasilev on now. Because I don't have anybody else that can play out there. So we'll swap Frizzell and Vasilev so that Vasilev is playing through the middle. Again, demand some more from the team. Throw in for Inverness on the right line. Does well to cut it out. It's with Vikosi now. Plays the ball forward to Bonfilio. It's with Davis in midfield now. He looks out wide for Frizzell, but he can't find him. Frizzell just seemed to stop. I don't know why. It's with Frizzell again, though, on the right. Can he get a ball into the box? He does for Bonfilio. Bonfilio's shot's blocked, though Frizzell is able to pick up the rebound, and surely that's a penalty, no? Obviously not. As the clock starts to run down, and that's, I would say, an undeserved defeat. I would say we definitely deserved something from that game. We had much more of the possession, a few more shots than them, same on target. I mean, I'm higher XG, disappointed with that. I'm beginning to think it's you lot. I play games off camera. I don't do anything different. We win. Turn the camera on. We lose. Wasn't good enough. Not good enough at all. So, where that leaves things at the end of the episode then. If we take a look, we have dropped back down to 9th place. We're still 2 points ahead of our Arbroath. And we're only a point from safety, but only a point behind Ayr United. And 2 behind Airdrie. So, still a tight battle here in the relegation zone between 7th and 10th, basically. And we've got 6 games to turn it around. So, we don't have the Scottish Cup to worry about. I did have a plan for when to come back, depending on this. And because we've been, the past few episodes have been quite close together, what I am thinking is just play through the next 4 games and come back for the last 2, which are Hamilton and Ross County. But I am going to keep an eye on how things are going in terms of league positions. And if it gets to a match where we can guarantee safety or whatever, we'll come back then. So there's no set in stone situation where we're going to come back. Likely the Hamilton Ross County games, but if there's anything before that, we'll come back then. And that wraps up episode 29 of Sons of the Rock. Disappointing episode today. Just need to turn our focus now to ensuring we stay in the Scottish Championship for next season. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below. And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos going forward. As always, thank you very much for watching.